Welcome to my channel, Maze's Life, where I'm terrible at managing money, but trying to get better. So with today's video, I wanted to go over my quarter two, halfway through the year financial milestones for 2024. So this is just to catch everyone up. Track my progress. This is another way how I track my progress. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see here on the left hand side, I have my financial milestones that I want to accomplish within the next 10 or so years. As my last goal date is in 2033, and I started this in 2023. Then in here on the left hand side in column B, those are the goal dates that I want to accomplish everything by. And I may add more things to this in the future, but for right now, this is the goals that I have. And then column C is the completion date, so writing down when I will get to complete those, the date or the month and the year. Column D is just a check mark box. Column E here is where I started. So I always like to see where I am versus where I started, as things do fluctuate throughout the months, as you can see. I do have it frozen, so if I just scroll back and forth, you can see my progress. But if you want to hear more about that, you can watch my previous financial milestone videos. I'll have those linked down below. But yes. Alright, so for April, May, and June, this is how I'm looking for my credit card debt, my loan debt, and then my total debts. If you want to hear more about those debts that I have broken down, you'll need to see the debt confessions videos that I make for each month. But that's where I'm at with them. So then, let's scroll down. Here on row 18, I have my goal to bring down my debt to income. So these next couple of goals, they're in preparation for me hopefully one day buying a house. And so in order to buy a house, I want to lower my debt to income so I can be approved for the most amount of money. So I calculate this by dividing my debt monthly payment by my primary income. As you can see here, my primary gross income is $60,064. But that's not my whole income. I have other income sources through my roommate and also through my second job, but I wanted to track this just for my primary income, just in case when I go to buy a house, if they do not accept any other forms of income. So I like to do this because of what I just mentioned. Within in the notes section, I see here that if I were to get approved for a 50% debt to income ratio, which includes the mortgage as debt as well, then I would only be approved for roughly a $139,000 loan. If you don't know, I live in California, and I don't know of a house that you can get for $139,000. Alright, so this is where I am. As you can see, it has gone up. That is just because I am just dealing with some things, trying to pay off debt. I do have some setbacks and some wins. Right now I'm facing a little bit of a setback with my Chase Freedom card. That is what's making my monthly payment go up so much. Alright, but now let's move down to my income. So this is my income gross after taxes, before taxes. This is my total income. So before I said my income was $6,064, but my income, when you include my other job and my roommate, I'm receiving this much money. And my goal is to make $100,000 in a year, so that is broken down into $8,333 per month, And because I may have months where I receive more money than others, I went ahead and put 3 months in a row just because that will signify that that's the year that I'm going to make $100,000, hopefully. All right. I do want to go back. So as you can see, back to my credit cards, I did pay off 2 of my credit cards. I paid them off a lot earlier than I needed to, per my goal and per my balance transfer promotion. But I went ahead and just paid those off because I wanted to try the Dave Ramsey thing, try it a little bit. I'm glad that they're paid off, but that money could have gone elsewhere. But that's where it went. Anyways. Alright, so now let's move down to my savings, my emergency fund savings that I'll need before I purchase that house. So I hit $1,000 in, what month is this? February of this year. But I now have a little over $1,500 in the account. I need to maintain a minimum of $1,500 as a daily average to not be charged a banking fee with this bank, which is Chase. So it will stay over $1,500, but I don't know yet what amount exactly I will keep in this account, because I keep using it here and there for non-emergency reasons. Alright, and the rest of these lines, as you can see, have these little dashes for not applicable, because I will work on these debts once I tackle the work on these milestones as soon as I tackle the milestone in front of it. Okay, let's move down to my credit score. I want to improve my credit score so I can buy a house. My goal is to get a credit card. My goal is to improve my credit score up to a 750 or even better than that. And as you can see, it's been steadily increasing from where I started in September 2023. So I'm now at 716 credit score for my FICO 8 and a 653 credit score for my Vantage 3. And yes, I know that for buying a house, they use the FICO 5, 6, and 7, but these are the ones that are free and easy to get online without having to pay, because it's through Credit Sesame or through the Credit Bureau. If you see these dates, these are just the dates where I pull that credit check. And I also put some notes. So on here, it decreased a little bit because of a decrease on my card, my Bank of America card, per the prior month, but it still has been going up, as you can see. Alright, so then I have some savings that I'll need to have for when I purchase a house. So I want to save a minimum of $10,000 for a buyer's commission, and then a minimum of $15,000 for my down payment, and then a minimum of $10,000 for closing costs. I will not yet start those milestones until after I reach after I pay off my high interest debt, basically. So that is just going to stay zero until then. And per Dave Ramsey philosophy, it'll take a minimum of 2 years to pay off debt that is more than your salary. So I will be, or you'll see that this says $0 for quite a while, as we're not even in year 1 yet. Alright, so buying a house, I have that as a goal. It's a goal that either I do it or I don't, so let's just have these little dashes for not applicable for now. Then I have my investments. So this is for my investment for when I retire. I have several other investments, but these are the investments specifically through my workers' pension. If I hover over it, I have the notes from when I checked how much was in it. So I checked this one on April 8th, this one May 5th, and I checked this balance June 4th. You can see it broken down here with how much I contribute and then how much it was added due to interest. And that's with the goal to reach $25,000 by March 2025. The rest of these higher amounts, I have little dashes in there because just like with saving for my emergency fund, I won't begin to tackle those investment goals until I accomplish this first milestone. Alright, last but not least, I want to max out my Roth IRA contribution, but I will not start doing that until after I've paid off my high interest debt. So for now and for the coming future, it's going to say $0 there. Alright, so that is an update on my 2024 quarter 2 financial milestones. Thank you for following along. If you stay to the end of the video, I'd love to have you join this journey with me. So hit subscribe, click the like, and leave a comment down below if you would like. My next video will be out tomorrow, and if you have any advice whatsoever, please leave it down below as I would greatly appreciate it. But other than that, thank you, and until then, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye, guys.